What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with my ongoing Walking Dead coverage, and I'm going to talk about the last two episodes, episode 7, I believe, and the season finale. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. So, first things first, Glenn. We finally know what happened. Here's the thing. I feel like the writers kind of wrote themselves into a corner with this one. You know, no explanation at this point would have been good enough for what happened. You know, the reason being, I feel like it's because they waited too long to actually show what happened. You know, had they done this episode, maybe an episode or maybe even two after the original where Glenn falls off of the dumpster, then I think they would have been fine with this conclusion, with him crawling under the dumpster and kind of waiting the zombies out. But holding out and making us wait for 2 episodes, including that hour-and-a-half long fucking Morgan episode, I think that was bullshit, and I think they kind of fucked themselves on that because this conclusion really pissed a lot of people off. Personally, I'm okay with it because I never thought he was dead. I always thought he was under the dumpster. Either way, I'm glad Glenn's still alive. I'm gonna go ahead and mention probably my favorite part of this whole episode, and that's when bitch-ass Father Gabriel's putting up those flyers for the prayer group, and my boy Rick just walks by, tears that shit down and crumples it up. That shit was fucking hilarious. That's my dog, man. Fuck Gabriel. I can't stand his little bitch ass. Everybody want to start a fucking prayer group when some shit goes wrong. Ain't nobody ever want to put in some real action, but Rick's about that life. In this episode, we see them training Ron, and I'm blown away by the fact that they can't see any issue with this. No one knew that this was going to be a bad idea. And Carl was annoying the shit out of me during this scene. He's sitting in the background with his fucking sexy voice turned on. You gotta be strong enough to wait for your moment. Man, shut your fucking stupid Oasis hair having ass up. So as you've noticed, as usual, so many useless people are getting on my nerves, starting with Morgan. His reluctance to understand the magnitude of what's actually going on. His stupid ass no-kill policy. You know, not being remorseful about the fact that he almost got Rick killed. Like, at this point, I feel like Morgan needs to go. Eugene being afraid of fucking everything. He needs to die too. He has absolutely no purpose. Now that we know that he's not taking them to DC to stop the apocalypse, kill him off. Like, I could see if they were working him up to be like a coward reborn as a hero type of situation, but if that's what they're doing, they're taking way too fucking long. I'm over Eugene. Enid, I'm really not sure what's up with her. You know, I can't tell if she's just like an idiot loner or if she really is some kind of ally to the wolves, but either way, she's irritating, and she could have just been left behind multiple times by Glenn. You know, when she finds Glenn, I was happy. She gave him some water. Great. I was thinking maybe she's gonna lead him back. But then when she pulled that gun on my boy Glenn, nah, Enid, you ain't cute enough to be able to pull that shit off. You got to go. Spencer and his stupid ass shit that he pulled for no fucking reason, trying to fucking Spider-Man across the zombie pit, they should have let his dumb ass die. Especially when it got up there making jokes. Oh man, I lost my shoe. I'd have whooped his fucking ass. After all those bullets they wasted, fine ass Tara almost falling off the wall. Fuck that shit, man. Rick might have pulled his goddamn arm out of the socket or at least hurt one of those fucking joints in the elbow or some shit. For his dumb ass, nah, bro. I would have thrown his bitch ass right back over that wall into them zombies, told him to get his fucking shoe. But I thought the way they ended the episode was super dope. The looming threat of Ron shooting Carl, everyone finally seeing some sort of sign that Glenn's still alive, and then the tower falling and crashing through the walls. You know, I was wondering why they kept showing the tower throughout the episode. They showed little pieces falling off and it never really connected, but I think that was really well played out. Overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode. Some nice storytelling, some nice drama. Didn't seem to drag too much. Of course, like I said, there were people that are getting on my nerves, but shit, even in real life, people get on my nerves, so why should that be any different with a television show? The only thing that was a little bit frustrating, I'm still not really understanding the blood that was coming through that one hole. Like, is that just zombies pressed against the wall and they're just squishing to where blood's coming out? Because it seemed like a steady stream and it never really explained that. So if anybody has any theories on that, feel free to throw them in the comment section down there. Now on to the season finale. I thought it was a great touch starting it off with some Tiny Tim tiptoeing through the tulips. What is creepier than some Tiny Tim and some zombies outside? That, nothing, man. We finally get to see some real action straight out from the beginning. The wall's fallen, the zombies are flooding in while Rick is trying to get everyone back in their homes to minimize loss. There are what looks like hundreds of zombies invading the town. Like, these guys just can't win. The wolves already came in there and fucked everybody up. Now here come these fucking zombies fucking everybody. Well, I guess I don't know if they're really fucking anybody. We didn't really see anybody die from any zombie bites. Except one person. We'll get to that in a minute. We see that it was bitch-ass Eugene who was the one that said help into the walkie-talkie. I don't know if people caught that, but he picks up the walkie and you hear Daryl saying, Rick, come in, and he says, help me. Dude, what the fuck? Eugene, why are you saying help me into a fucking walkie-talkie? God, man, just run! What the fuck? Was anyone here surprised that Ron attacked Carl? Like, I was so irritated and tense during that whole exchange. Carl trying to reason with him, Ron attacking him, and then Carl covering for him. Like, what? Why? I don't understand that. Like, fuck that. That little fucker needs to die. See, this is why you couldn't have me in the zombie apocalypse, man. I'd be killing every fucking body. Everybody that got on my fucking nerves, they gotta go. Bam, look at the flowers. Every single one of these motherfuckers. That town would probably be cut in half, if not more. You think the governor was bad? Bruh, let the zombie apocalypse happen and let a motherfucker like me get some power. It'd be me in a throne with my man Rick and a whole bunch of just fucking butt-naked ass women, bruh. I know that's sexist, and I don't care. That's how it would be. I'm just kidding, ladies. You can keep your clothes on if you want. Deanna gets bitten. That was pretty unexpected. And the part where she's in the room with Judith, I kind of hope she was eating that little punk ass baby, you know? But when I saw that she wasn't, I was like, okay, what the fuck were you thinking? She says, oh, I just wanted to see the baby one more time. You knew you were bit. Why in the fuck would you try to crawl your bit ass into the fucking room? Like, you could have turned on the way in there. Rick should have pimp slapped her ass when he got in that room, man. Why the fuck would you do that knowing you could change at any point with your fucking Bruce Jenner in the face looking ass? And she's over here writing poems too. Give this to Maggie and give this to Spencer. There's hundreds of zombies outside, Bruce. No one has time to be trying to give fucking poems away, Langston Bruce. Nobody has time for that shit, man. At any rate, I can't say that I was super sad or super glad to see Deanna die. She was kind of annoying, but at the same time, I saw her purpose more so than I see other annoying people. But after she shot at that zombie 3 times at the beginning and missed, she kind of had to go, man. You know, she kind of had to go. But she went out like a G. I'll say that. Real quick, where's Aaron? Did I miss or forget something? Because he wasn't in the entire episode, and I really couldn't figure that out. That whole exchange between Carol and Morgan, that was fucking infuriating. Morgan is a goddamn idiot. Because of him, Rick almost died. Because of him, Carol almost died. Because of him, he almost got himself killed. And now because of him, another wolf is on the loose and with a hostage. When all this shit settles down, if Morgan is still alive, he needs to either be excommunicated from the town, or they need to whoop his ass, put him in jail, or kill him, because he's not serving any purpose. I'm just so sad to see Morgan go the typical Walking Dead route of being the idiotic black man. I really had high hopes for him. It was good to see him finally utilizing the guts trick again. Like, I can't remember who I was talking to recently, but we were talking, I think it was in the comment section, we were talking about how they totally underused this trick, but it seems like this was really the only way for them to get out of the house. Did y'all notice Rick trying to cop a feel on Jesse and totally get turned down? He was like, oh, I'm gonna rub these guts on you, girl. And she was like, nah, I'll do it. I was like, damn, bro, how you go from fucking tongue fighting with her to friend zone all in the span of 1 episode? Bitches, man. So the scene they're doing right now was in the comics, so I pretty much know what's gonna happen, and this should be pretty interesting, and I don't want to give anything away for those of you who haven't read the comics, but Walking Dead writers, I have to say this, y'all are dicks for ending the episode right here. Like, that really wasn't a very logical place to stop, even as a cliffhanger. Cliffhangers are one thing, but stopping right there in the middle of the scene was kind of whack. It seemed almost like the episode was supposed to be 90 minutes, and then y'all just decided last minute to make it an hour. That was just poorly done, in my opinion. And while I'm talking to you writers, let's talk about Negan really quickly. I think we could have gone another season before adding Negan into the story. And like Beezy said, you guys haven't even introduced Jesus or the Hilltop yet, so why are you rushing to throw Negan in? For those of you who read the comics, you know who Negan is, and you know Negan does some pretty major things, but I just think it's a bit too early to bring him into the story just yet. But all in all, I thought this last episode was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't awesome either. The stories going right now are a little bit annoying, and a lot of it came off as major filler. It didn't make me super excited for the next part of this season, you know, because this one started off so good. Those first 3 or 4 episodes were just fucking fantastic, and then it fell off really, really quickly. So I'm really hoping that the next chunk of this season doesn't follow that pattern. So let's all cross our fingers. But that's it. Let me know what you guys thought of the mid-season finale and the episode before that. Let me know what you guys think of them bringing Negan in so early, and let me know what you guys think is going to happen in this next chunk of this season. And yeah, as usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. And I will see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches!